Hi, my name is Martin Gilchrist and I'm the practice manager at Gilchrist & Co. Chartered Accountants. But today I'm here to talk about something completely different. What I'm about today is Mason's Pub. Mason's Pub is a small rural bar in the village of Kilmore, which is about 10 minutes from Downpatrick, a mile out the road from Crossgar, um, deep in the County Down countryside. And Mason's Bar is a bar that has been in my family for the guts of 150 years. It was my great great grandfather that originally purchased it, and it's been in the family and run as a pub ever since. Most of that time, the pub has actually been run by female publicans, female license holders, which I think is incredibly impressive. And when you think of the period that covered, in 150 years, what's happened in this part of the world? Um, there's been two world wars. There was partition. There was the Great Depression. There have been a multitude of recessions. There was the Troubles. There has been COVID most recently. And despite all those catastrophes, crises, disasters, upheavals, there has been a surviving business, a surviving public house run from the same premises by the same family, or at least owned by the same family, for all that time. And I think that's something that I have an obligation to try and maintain and hold on to. But why would you care? You know, that's so what that's something that's personal, that's something to do with my family. But the building itself is a listed building in the center of a village. You know, it's a very old building. It has been in continuous use for all that period of time. And it provided a resource and an amenity to that locality. It was a place for people to meet. It was a place for people to talk. It was a place for people to make friends and maybe lose friendships. But a public house for many years in this country was at the center of things, particularly a small rural pub like that. It was a place that people met up, and maybe many of you are familiar with that sort of sense of a utility in a building like that. However, times have changed. You know, people don't go out for a pint of stout and a short after work on their way home from the farm or from the building site or from the factory in the way that they may be used to catch up with their friends and relax a bit before they went home and went to bed. There's an awful lot more for people to do. So if I'm going to find a way to make Mason's Bar work as a utility for you, I have to find a new voice, a new direction. Yes, still maintaining that sense of a local rural pub for the people that live in that area to use the same way that they've always used, but we need to bring in more people than that. And on Thursday night, I'm going to be discussing that. So I'm very lucky that a couple of friends of mine are joining me for a panel discussion on startup and innovation, because effectively what we're going to have to do is start something new here, and we're going to have to innovate around the idea of what it is to be a rural pub in Northern Ireland. And I'm going to be joined by Tom Bell, who's a business consultant, and JP Taggart, one of the co-founders of Core Impact, and Jason Lear, who is also a business consultant but has specializations around innovation and use of AI and stuff like that as well. He's also an educator and a lot of knowledge in relation to the education field. And we have some fantastic guests coming along as well, who I hope to profile over the course of the next few hours and days before Thursday. Um, I'm going to be asking for ideas. So everyone who comes along in the evening will be asked to take 2 minutes to tell us who you are and what you do and what you would need in order to make the venue work for you. So if you have any ideas on what a local pub should do, whether that's as a pop-up co-working space, as a cafe bar, is coffee more important than alcohol now, as a meeting venue, as a place where people can come and coach or give workshops or give art classes or maybe a men's shed, what are the options here and what would you like to see? And what are the resources that are available to us? What do you know about how this can be developed and helped and supported through funding and grants and support that maybe I don't know? That would be very useful as well. But it will also be an opportunity for you to network with other businesses. We already have, I think it's more than 15 people have their names down for attending. I've got tickets and stuff to be there. And they're all business people and they're all interested. All these people are good people and they are open for conversation and collaboration, and they are looking, like me and like you, to do the right things to help each other because a rising tide lifts all ships. Right, this was just supposed to be a quick thing to explain what Thursday evening's about. I will post a link to both the event page and the Eventbrite ticket page so you can buy a ticket if you want to come along. You will be very welcome if you want to come down. I'd be delighted to see it. Tickets are limited. It's a small bar. I think the most we can squeeze in probably about 30. And as I say, half of the tickets are already gone. So if you're interested, be quick. But I definitely want to see you there. And even if I can't see you there, but you're interested in the subject, get in touch with me and let's have a conversation and let's see what we can do. Okay, folks, catch you later. Thank you very much. Bye.